After God's own heart. When you were a kid, you probably joined your parents on trips to the grocery store and watched them pick through the fruit, selecting those with the highest quality. I remember my dad grabbing a watermelon and testing it by giving it a couple slaps. When he heard the perfect hollow thud, he would say, "That's a good one." As I got older, I began to buy my own groceries, and I began to continue this practice of slapping watermelons. However, I realized that these external observations weren't able to fully reveal the internal quality of the watermelon. In the same way, making external observations about another person shows you little of their character. It is their heart that reveals the deep truth of their inner qualities. God knows and understands the depths of our hearts, and this is made evident in the life of David, a man who was after the Lord's own heart. In today's culture, we are often valued by where we live, how we look, and what we are able to provide. At times it can feel easier to make a judgment about a person rather than go through the process of getting to know them. As we read 1 Samuel 16, we see David's father Jesse bring all of his strong-grown sons before Samuel in order to be anointed as the future king of Israel. Even Samuel, the priest of the Lord, first chooses based on appearance, guessing that God wanted to anoint a strong, handsome man. But the Lord corrects Samuel, reminding him that he chooses based on the heart, not appearance. He picks David as the future ruler. We are reminded that the Lord chooses his sons and daughters not based on how they look, how strong they are, how many people they know, or even how much money they make. The Lord chooses us because He loves us and longs for us to understand His heart. His love gives us a salvation that is not earned but given freely, having been paid for by the blood of Christ. But often we seek to earn either the Lord's love or the world's love through how we live our lives. Our hearts, time, and energy show what we truly love and pursue. So as we read the story of David and learn of how Christ loves us, we begin to understand how we should live our lives in a way that shows the love of Christ to others, not because of what they look like, but because they are made in the Lord's image. Ask yourself, do you recognize that you are loved by God no matter what? What steps will you take to model your heart more after God's heart?
You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will take me into glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever. When the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, "If this man were a prophet, he would know who is touching him and what kind of woman she is, that she is a sinner." Jesus answered him, "Simon, I have something to tell you." "Tell me, teacher." 2 people owed money to a certain moneylender. One owed him 500 denarii, and the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay him back, so he forgave the debts of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon replied, "I suppose the one who had the bigger debt forgiven." "You have judged correctly," Jesus said. Then he turned toward the woman and said to Simon, "Do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not put oil on my head, but she has poured perfume on my feet. Therefore I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love has shown. But whoever has been forgiven little, loves little." Then Jesus said to her, "Your sins are forgiven." The other guests began to say among themselves, "Who is this who even forgives sins?" Jesus said to the woman, "Your faith has saved you. Go in peace." If you show special attention to the man wearing fine clothes and say, "Here's a good seat for you," but say to the poor man, "You stand there," or "Sit on the floor by my feet," have you not discriminated among yourselves and become judges with evil thoughts? Listen, my dear brothers and sisters. Has not God chosen those who are poor in the eyes of the world to be rich in faith, and to inherit the kingdom He promised those who love Him? But you have dishonored the poor. Is it not the rich who are exploiting you? Are they not the ones who are dragging you into court? Are they not the ones who are blaspheming the noble name of Him to whom you belong?